If you're a YouTuber or content creator and you feel like you haven't warmed up your audience enough, you feel like you haven't engaged with your audience enough, or maybe you haven't posted any content in a long while, or maybe if you do post content, it's very few and far between. So you're not top of mind for your audience, then it's really important that you undergo a phase of warming up your audience prior to pitching any kind of offer to them, especially a Skool community. And so the first order of business as a YouTuber or content creator is to ask yourself the question, are you posting consistently? You're probably thinking right now that making videos, that takes a lot of time, that takes a lot of effort, that takes a lot of resources. And there's only so much that you can do given the resources and the time that you have at your disposal. But you have to remember that YouTube content isn't just limited to YouTube videos. There are multiple ways of warming up your audience prior to launching your Skool community. Beyond just making videos for your audience, you can also engage and warm up your audience by doing live streams with them, by making YouTube community posts. And so if your concern right now is that you cannot make content frequently on YouTube, just know that you have more than videos at your disposal to engage with your audience and to warm up your audience. And so perhaps the strategy could be you upload one video a week, but you make a YouTube community post every single day. And that's something that is way more manageable. And it's in fact something that I know is manageable because one of the clients that I work with has done that in the past. One important action to highlight is that you want to use community posts on YouTube to identify your audience's pain points prior to pitching a Skool community to them. Because think about it. How are you going to know what kind of Skool community you're going to make for your audience if you don't understand where your audience is coming from, if you don't understand the struggles and the pains that your audience is currently going through? And I'll show you an example of that in just a second. So here we are in the YouTube community posts section of one of my clients. And you could see that he's made a YouTube community post and a poll to figure out the pain points of his audience. And he's asking, are you disciplined? Do you use your self-confidence to succeed in life? Are you disciplined, but it doesn't really help you in life? Do you sometimes lack discipline and this really holds you back? Do you lack discipline and you're okay with that? So these are ways to figure out where his audience is at right now and to figure out what are their pain points. In this case, he's talking about discipline. So he's figuring out if they're being productive, if they need help with their discipline, that kind of thing. Of course, it's going to vary for your niche, the pain points. You're asking questions that you're genuinely curious about concerning your audience. You're making polls. You're just having fun about it and you're trying to study who it is that actually watches your videos. What are they struggling with? And how can I be in a position to help them out? And that's where your Skool community offer is going to come in. So right now, before launching anything, before proposing even a hypothetical offer, you want to really figure out where your audience is coming from, because that's going to help you build out your Skool community in the first place. Again, if you're starting a Skool, I put my affiliate link in the pinned comment as well as the description of this video. If you use it, I'll send you my launch checklist and you'll be able to book a free setup consult with me.